Hello everyone, it's Dr. Anka. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Anka with the third tip of the Sharper by the Minute challenge. Tip number 3. We're still in step 1 where we're protecting the brain from further damage to reduce inflammation and eliminate toxins by avoiding certain foods like fats, sugars, grains, and toxins. So far we covered sugar. We talked about stevia and aspartame. We talked about replacing sugar with stevia, and then we talked about not really replacing it with aspartame. As I mentioned before, some of these tips seem easy to do, while others require more time. Do your best and remember, awareness is the first step to change. Today, we look for the second important thing to eliminate, or at least reduce, for better brain health: toxins. And we start with tip number 3. Remove the brain toxin MSG. Eliminate the food additive that excites brain and nerve cells until they die. MSG, by any other name, will still be harmful. When most people hear the name of monosodium glutamate or MSG, they immediately think of Chinese food. And while the chemical is used in many Chinese restaurants, this brain and nervous system toxin masquerades under many different guises and even with many food additives. Considering that MSG has been linked to many serious health conditions, including hormonal imbalances, weight gain, brain damage, obesity, headaches, and more, you may be shocked to learn how prevalent it is. MSG is almost always found in processed, prepared, and packaged foods. Even when there's no sign of it on the label, it is frequently hidden in many prepared foods. So why is MSG so dangerous? There's a protective mechanism in your brain known as the blood-brain barrier. Your brain depends on careful control of chemicals to operate smoothly. Even small fluctuations in the concentration of these chemicals can cause drastic disruptions in brain function. When excitotoxins enter your brain, they literally excite brain cells until they die. MSG is added to foods as a taste enhancer, but it is a well-established research in research as excitotoxin. Additionally, some parts of your brain, such as the hypothalamus and the pineal gland, are not even protected by the blood-brain cells, by the blood-brain barrier, but it also wreaks havoc on the brain functions. Some research has even linked in the progression of Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's. Many people react within 48 hours of ingesting MSG, even minute amounts of MSG, which can make it difficult to trace back to the food source that caused the reaction. It enters the brain slowly, bypasses the brain-blood barrier, and reaches peak concentration in the brain 3 hours after it's ingested. So what can you do as action to take actions? There are many names, at least be aware of it and try to stay away. There are many names for these harmful toxins that you should look for on food labels. In your action guide, I included a list of additives that always contain MSG, additives that frequently contain MSG, and the ones that sometimes contain MSG. So you have all the lists in there. Avoid prepared and packaged foods as much as possible. Also try to avoid eating at fast food restaurants because they are notorious when it comes to MSG usage. If you must buy prepackaged or prepared foods, be sure to take the above list that I mentioned with you so you can avoid harmful neurotoxins that could be affecting your health. If the product doesn't come with an ingredients list, such as items like made in-house at the bakery or deli department of your grocery store, you should assume that it contains MSG, as these types of food items frequently do. Avoid these types of foods as much as you can, and that will help you reduce exposure to MSG significantly. But there are some lesser known food sources of this harmful chemical, and I included a long list in your action guide, and I'm pretty sure that you will be quite surprised, like baby food and baby formula and things like that. Sad but true. Some of the effects of MSG can include headaches, hives, canker sores, runny nose, insomnia, seizures, mood swings, panic attacks, heart palpitations and other heart irregularities, nausea, numbness, asthma attacks, and migraines. Many of my clients also report experiencing restless leg syndrome after accidental ingestion of MSG. I hope this is serving you well. Now go use the stuff. This is Dr. Anka with tip 3 of the Sharper by the Minute challenge. See you on the Facebook group.